Since the pandemic began 3 years ago, technology has been improving healthcare, but one Lexington hospital is taking it a step further. WKYT's Lucy Bryson explains how it could personalize care for patients.
It's the only technology of its kind in the state of Kentucky.
It's a great technology, but it's more than the technology.
Starting in December, St. Joseph Hospital in Lexington has implemented virtual nursing assistants to 34 rooms in the facility.
At the click of this button, patients can be connected with a virtual nurse that can help them at all hours of the day.
The system hopes to help out for many reasons, one of which being a nursing shortage in the recent years.
We find that enrollment in nursing schools is down, not just in Kentucky, but across the United States.
One of the 10 virtual nurses currently on staff, Corey Ross, shared that he enjoys his job because it allows him to connect with patients better.
You get to be face-to-face with your patients and your families. Really get to become someone that they can lean on and trust.
It also allowed him to work from a completely different state, but stay connected to a place he loved.
Unfortunately, I had some life circumstances that I dealt with early on in my new career, and they were there just like that, and they got me remote, and I'm able to now be up here and still work for a company I'm proud to work for.
And after just a few months of using this tech, statistics are showing that the patient experience is improving, leading officials to believe that this will expand across the whole campus in the near future.
I see it going to the rest of our inpatient units and also our procedural areas as well.
In Lexington, Lucy Bryson, WKYT.